Okay, we are live on YouTube. Um, and today I am here with Lucas, and we are going to talk about laws and ethics and safety. And the first question, Lucas, do you believe that justice system focuses more on punish people or on rehabilitating them? What do you think about it?
This question is very difficult,
Yes.
but very difficult to say, né? But do you believe that the justice system focus more or on punish people or rehabilitate people? Actually, I think that the system focus on more punishing people because we have the in the jail. Yes, yes. We will have a lot of people. And what I see in TV, I see this question is very muito abordado, is very, but I I think that but I don't know what happened uh, in all the country. No, but I think eu acho, I think, yes. I think the justice focus more on punish people.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree with you because I I don't know. Of course, I'm not fully aware of what happens in the justice system, but we know that Brazil is not the strongest on rehabilitating people to go to society again. And of course, we have a lot of issues with security and drugs, for example. And a lot of people that go to jail, they come out and they
Yeah.
go again to crime. So I don't know exactly how our country, for specifically talking about Brazil, how we are rehabilitating people that are in jails. I also agree that Brazil focus more on punishing people and not focusing on rehabilitating them. And I really don't understand why, because we know that some countries that are more developed than Brazil, for example, they rehabilitate people that go to jail, and these people go to the market again. I know this is not exactly, but they go to mercado de trabalho again. And in Brazil, apparently, I don't know if we see that happening very often because I don't know, even for example, if companies or have some kind of how can I say it? If companies have some, it's not investment, but but I think that it can be something like related to this. But I think that they are not. I totally forgot to say this word, but I think that companies are not incentivated. Yes, I think that it's right to hire people that were already in jail. And I don't know because your track record's probably not that good if you were in jail, but in Brazil we are not too strong in rehabilitating people.
My opinion to change this this scenario. Como é que fala cenário?
Scenario,
to change this scenario, our governants have to change the mindset because if our governants make a good job in the actual year, we nós vamos colher os frutos e how can I say?
How to say this expression in English?
In the I think in the say I don't know 10 years or 15 if 20 years it makes some difference. Do you know?
Yes, I think, and I think there may be some more years because I always believed that to change the crime scene that we have in Brazil and in big capitals, for example, I always believed that we need to start with education, and we
Yes.
only see this movement in education now in Brazil that governments are really trying to build a lot of schools in that work full time, that the students stay in the school the whole day. And I truly believe that this is something that can change, but also I think that it's a change that we will see maybe in 20 years because how much time we take in school? 15 years?
Yes.
Yes, I think
Yes.
that is
Yes.
15 until you
10
have
years.
18.
20, yes. 12 years.
Yes. So it's a lot of time to see. It's a whole generation to see some change. And and I don't know even if this happening in the whole country, but in Ceará, for example, we have a lot of I believe that all high schools they work now in I don't know how to say tempo integral, but the students stay in the school the whole day. So I think that this can change a lot of things, and maybe it's a change that we will see, I don't know, maybe in the next 10 years, maybe.
Yes.
But
It's so difficult, but if you if we not start now, I will never be a good people and be a good country to live. Today I see reels in the Instagram. Elon Musk says in Brazil is the people tinha que ganhar the minimum salary é, tinha que ser se- é, 7,000 reais. How can I say? Tinha que ser. O salário mínimo tinha que ser 7 mil reais.
I think that it can be should have, but
Should
I'm not
have,
sure.
yeah,
Yes, I think so.
should have 7,000 reais
Should be actually. Yes, should
and
be.
should be
Yes, I think.
should be 7,000 reais and the real realidade. How can I say one minute? Realidade. Peraí. Reality, the people's the government pays 1,700 to the other peoples, right? A maioria dos empregos, the people's when the yeah, you understand me. we live with five, 5 vezes menos.
Yes, five
Live with,
times.
yeah, five times. So it is not good. Brazil
Yes,
is a good country, but our our politics and our culture, our culture is not good. But
yes,
if we don't start this uh, changing mindset of the population, will never be a good country to live.
yes. And all of this starts with voting. So
What is
this
voting?
is votando.
Ah, yes,
Voting for people that we believe that it can that can do a good work for the country. And I think that this is an year that we need to be aware of who are we voting for. But yeah, um, there are a lot of change that we need. Okay, Lucas, I think that we can go to the next question. Let me see another question.
in your opinion, what is the most effective way to reduce the crime rate? What is crime rate?
Taxa de crime.
Taxa de crime? Yeah,
Isso.
we we talk about in the first class. I think the government have to improve our education, improve our health, yeah, and improve. Uh, to me, is it's more important is education and health. If you make a good job when the child is very young, you have good results when they are taller.
Yes, and even in health, for example, in specific, it's something that it's important for learning, for example, because, for example, if you are a child and you don't eat properly
Yes,
when you
yes,
are a child, you can have a lot of difficulties to
yes,
basically learn something. It can be a lot more harder just because you don't have access to proper food, for example, to good meals. And yeah, I agree with you. I think that education and health is really important to reduce crime rate. And
good for the other peoples
yes,
because
for everyone. Because I don't know, I always see, for example, in Ceará, I believe that every single month they are hiring more police, police, yes. Every single month we got a new announcement that the police is being reinforced with new people.
can you repeat? I don't
Yes,
understand it.
uh, the in Ceará, for example, almost every month we see news that the police is being reinforced with
Yes,
new people. And I don't know if this movement of having more police in the streets it's something that can lower the crime rates because, for example, I feel very insecure when I go to Fortaleza, the capital. I don't feel that secure in Fortaleza.
really.
And, and even in places that, in parks, for example, that you have the little kiosk of the police, and usually something happens. I remember that my sister-in-law, for example, she went to the Beira-Mar that is with a lot of people and a lot of police there. You see police everywhere in the avenue, and she was robbed when she in the second that she got out from the Uber car. She was on the street and she was aborted by a assaltante. I don't know how to say that in English. And in a place with a lot of people and a lot of police. So I really don't know exactly if having more police in the streets solve the problem.
Yeah,
It can
I agree.
hide
I agree
it can hide
with
some
you.
things, but I don't know necessarily if it's more secure to be on the streets in a big city. And you, for example, live in Belo Horizonte, right?
Yes.
Do you have this feeling that you're not secure in some
No,
places, or it's a big city that it's chill to be?
I in the carnival here would be considered the more security in the country
That's really nice.
in Belo Horizonte. But depende, como é que eu falo? Depende da hora, depende da hora. Peraí. Depends on the time, if it is day or night,
Mm-hmm.
okay? If night and se eu estiver, if night and if I am on the centro da cidade, how can I say?
Downtown.
Downtown, yes. If it's night and I was in the downtown, I'm not feeling secret because, but in the normal day, okay, in the carnival I am good. Do you
That's
know
nice.
carnival here?
I I don't know that much, but I know that Belo Horizonte became a place that a lot of people are going now for Carnaval.
Yeah,
It's
carnival.
becoming really big, Carnaval there.
Yes. If I se eu não estou if I in this year or the last year was considered the biggest carnival in Brazil.
That's nice.
Is so many peoples, but was considered the most sacred carnival in Brazil.
Yes. Okay, Lucas, I think that we can go to other question. And for this one, I would like to choose question number 7.
Number
I
seven.
think that, yes, I think that this is a good one. How does the media's obsession with true crime stories affect our perception of real-world danger?
One
Do you
one.
like true stories, true crime stories like
Oh,
series,
I
podcasts?
I say to my mother and my father, stop to watch TV. Stop to watch BBB, Jornal Nacional. Stop to watch because I I don't know if you see one thing every day, your your word change to the history uh, that we see every day. For example, if you see good things, your seu pensamento, you think good good things. If you see bad things, you think bad things, you know.
Yes,
So you do you agree with me or no?
I agree with you. But I have a point. I think that important to be well informed, and we can choose whatever um, the journal, the platform that we like to be informed. I think that it's important. But I also think that it's not necessary to be fully aware of
What is fully
a lot of
aware?
um,
I will, I will, I
I
will
don't know how
translate.
to explain this in Portuguese now. Uh, it's like saber de tudo. You
Ah,
don't
okay.
need to. For example, we have a lot of these programs in the afternoon that it's all about crime, for example, and like Cidade 190, this kind of programs, you know. And this is something that I think that it's not necessary to watch or even to exist because I don't know, it's something that I remember that I have that I have a aunt that she was obsessed about this kind of news, about this really crazy crime news. And I don't know, sometimes I notice that people they got somehow really numb about
What?
they become dormante, you know, about this bad news that they are seeing all the time, and that becomes something common, usual. And we know that it's not. Some crimes are really hard, but I think that we don't need to know about
Yes.
all of
Yes.
these bad things that are happening. I don't know. Like I said, it's important to be well informed. You can choose something to read, you can choose something to watch to be informed. But this kind of programs that it's all
It's
about
not
crime,
necessary.
not necessary. I don't like it. I don't watch it. Sometimes even for example, sometimes we like to watch Fantástico. I think that it's a really good overall of the week, you know, the for the week. But sometimes I feel bad seeing some things, and I don't know if it's some. I remember that I I don't know. I saw this new in Fantástico that it was about someone that it was robbed in the streets. I don't remember, but it was something related to it. And I wasn't able to sleep that night because that news reminds me when I was robbed a few years ago. And it was a really crazy time for me. I don't know. I spent like 1 year and a half afraid. And sometimes when I see news that are kind of related to what happened to me, I stay I am afraid and I don't like to have this feeling. So I try to stay away of some news, some kind of news.
Yeah.
Um,
We have the other ways to see good news.
yes,
But
yes,
have you ever seen the Jeff Epstein?
y- yes, I saw, but I'm trying not to follow that much because
Me too, because
it's
no, I'm feeling so bad, man.
too many bad things, you know,
No,
and we know that human beings and people who have a lot of money, they can go really crazy in trying to feed their, I don't know, what
be,
they want.
because I say to you, if you watch the bad things, you think bad things. Because
Yeah,
when I watch it, yeah, quando eu assisti, when I watch this new man, I'm feeling so bad, really bad because I see the word, the background. I see the background of the word is correct.
yeah, that's correct.
And to me will not good, will not good, and I stopped to see this new, and I sent to my friends, I sent to my father, and mas I will not watch this because it's very very
Yes,
very bad.
I think that I saw just, I don't know, maybe two videos to understand a little bit what it was really about,
No,
these things, but um, just bad things,
no,
just
it's
horrible
unbelievable.
things. Yes. And in the other hand, we have people that become obsessed about this kind of things. That even if they don't agree, of course, about what happened, but we see a lot of people that become obsessed about these kind of things. They like
Yes.
to see this kind of news. They like to see the updates and a lot of true crime stories. And I don't know, I have a lot of um, ressalvas, when it comes to, for example, a true crime story about when it is a series on Netflix, for example. I don't like watching,
I don't like you. I don't like you.
or I don't know, a podcast that I don't know if we have nowadays, but a few years ago we had a lot of podcasts about true crimes. And I don't know, it's just not something that I want in my mind because for me specifically, just talking about myself, I get impressed about true crime stories because when it's fiction, when it's a horror movie, I have fun with it, but when it's a true crime story, I just don't know. Um I think that I got more scared of true crime than a fiction horror story. Because it's something real, something that happened, and I don't know. I think that I don't need that much of information about something really bad that happened.
When we see the word with other eyes, when you have the 1 minute. Let's see. So when you have a level of consciousness, consciência, nível de consciência, quando você tem
Consciousness,
outro nível, consciousness, when you have the, I am not talk, eu não estou, I am not talking, that I am I have a the, do know, but when we make therapy, we can see the world with other eyes. And when I see this new about Jeff Epstein, all of the most people don't have they have they don't they no have idea what happened. And so your life is so happy because these people don't know uh, what happened in the world. So when you have a little of level of conscious, when you see this new, it's my opinion. The impact is so big when the people live very happy, always good. when the when these people see this, they don't have idea what happened. Because I say to you, when my father and my father and my mother see every day journal, né? TV journal, I don't know how can I say. They think, oh, this word é só o que acontece ali, is just what happened when in the world just happened what I see in TV. You know? Because I say to you, I don't watch TV. It's so many times I don't watch TV. Uh, when I am with my parents, né? And when we are lunch or we are dinner, and we sit in the sala, na sala, so I'm just here eating. That's it. But I don't like to watch TV because eu fico muito impressionado quando eu vejo essas coisas, entendeu?
Yes. And for me, it's the same. I got impressed really easily about
É.
this kind of things. Lucas, I don't know if we have more time to another question,
Want to finish
but
to me is okay because
cool.
I will have a class now.
You have a class now,
Yeah, or
but you are going to college yet?
no, I will see here in my
Okay,
computer. In Wednesday,
okay,
I have to go to the university. To
okay.
Monday is here is virtual. How can I say virtual?
Yes, virtual or even online, I guess.
Virtual class.
Yes. Um, yeah. Let me just finish the live stream so we can